everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be doing another episode of the Pullip doll collecting for beginners. This episode is about changing the eye chips on your doll for a type 4 Pullip body. So all of the new Pullip dolls come in the Pullip 4 type 4 body, and so changing the eye chips on them, it's fairly, it's kind of easy, I think. But although it can be a little bit intimidating the first time you do it. Now the type 3, I did have a type 3 that I changed the eye chips once, and slightly different in that they have a kind of like not a dome, but it's like a top part of their head is like a 3-part piece instead of 2 parts. So anyway, what I'll be doing is I want to remove the eye chips from this doll. This is a make it own mocha kit that I did myself, so I know her face up's not the best, and I'm probably gonna have her professionally done eventually. But she's wearing right now a LullabyForDolls eye chips, and I'll put the link in the description to the Etsy shops that carry these eye chips that are featured in this video. So I want to get these eye chips, and I want to put them in this doll. This my Miyu Fish custom doll. She's wearing Sugar Lattice Doll Boutique eye chips, and I'm going to change them. I haven't decided for the angel one which one I want, if the gold or this kind of bluish silvery one. And these are from DollAngel. I think it's DollAngel Studio on Etsy. I'll put the link to that in the description as well. So in order for you to do this, you're going to have to open the pull-up head, and you will need some little tools like these here. So let's get started. I'll remove their wigs first. But although these are make it own kit dolls, the procedure is essentially the same for a stock doll. The only difference is that their wigs are going to be glued on, so you will need to remove the wig carefully, because it's going to be glued. You have to kind of use a knife or something underneath there to do it. I think I have a couple videos here on my channel that I show you how to do that, and I'll put the link to those in the description. But yeah, so let me remove the wigs on these dolls first, and then I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Okay, so once you have removed the wig from your doll, I use these are sort of like Velcro strips. These are the official ones that came with my Groove wigs that I got in the past. But if you don't have these, you can use like Velcro strips like this to help hold the wig in place. So once you remove the wig, you will notice there are 3 places where there are screws in the head, in the type 4 head. So you need to remove these screws in order to open this back plate up. So let's do that. Okay, so I removed the back plate from the doll, and the 3 screws are down here. So now I'm going to remove the wink bars, and then these springs very carefully. Alrighty, and now I have to remove these 3 screws right here. And sorry guys, if I think the angle was too much to the side here, so just a better view of what it looks like, just in case that angle wasn't good. So here, the 3 screws, we're gonna remove this so we can remove this entire Imac. Alright, so I removed all the screws, so now you can carefully remove the Imac. So this is what it looks like. Creepy eyes just staring at you. And so now, and you can see the eyelids are separate. So I'm gonna put her down, and they came off. That's all right. So what we're gonna want to do is, because I use like regular. Sorry about that, guys. I'm off camera. I used a regular Elmer's glue to put this in, so they should come off fairly easy. So what you want to do is kind of just maybe have a small tool like this. So it's kind of just lightly push it forward. Hopefully I won't damage it. Looks like it's pretty well glued in there. Let me see if I can do it off camera first. Alright, so here we go. So I'm going to show you guys how to do it. And sometimes they are a little bit tougher to get out. And, you know, you try your best to not, like, damage the eye chip. But sometimes it's inevitable. Like the one I did for the Hello Kitty one that I had. Her eye chips were made out of the soft material. So they kind of got perforated and damaged. But this one right here, let me see if I can show you guys. This one was a little bit tougher. I just had to put a little bit of force, but I put it like in this higher peg because these are made slightly different than the other eye chips that I have. So it came off fairly easy after that first push. So as you can see, these are not flat like most of the eye chips I have. This LullabyForDolls eye chips. And the first time I got them, I thought they were like teddy bear eye chips. So I had gotten two, and I damaged the first one because I thought I had to like cut this peg or something in order to fit, and you don't have to. So don't make that mistake, guys. But anyway, so this one came off fairly easy. Let me see if I can do this other one. So I'm coming through from this angle. I'm trying to get this higher part here so that I don't damage the part where it has the sparkles in it. I don't know why they're so tough because I just used Elmer's glue and they should be fairly easy. Sorry, my dog just walked in the room. Hang on one second, guys. Okay, guys, so I was trying my best to remove this eye chip without damaging it, and I can't do it. I don't know why it's so stuck in there because I'm pretty sure I just used Elmer's glue. I don't think I used any other product, so it's really tight in there. And so I kind of even slightly damaged already down here, but I don't think you can see it that well. So what I decided to do in this particular case is I'm just going to, sorry about that, I'm just going to swap the Imacs, even though I know this one is a mocha skin, so it's going to be, you know, the color is not going to match. But it's okay because it's going to be hidden by the wig. And so I'll just glue the other one back in with Elmer's glue again. Hopefully it won't be so stuck, but I mean, if you are in a situation where you know for sure you know, don't care if you damage the eye chips, then you can use a little bit more force to remove it. Just be careful, of course, you don't want to break the iMac, but you know, in my case, I'm just afraid that every time I poke in here, it's kind of some of the glitters coming off, so I don't want to do that. So I'm going to put some glue and put the eye back on, and I'm going to proceed and try to remove the eye chips from the other doll. Okay, so I opened the second doll, and I didn't even remember that Miyu Fish has a name inside, so that's pretty cool. This was actually my first make-it-own kit that I ever bought, so that's interesting. And as you can see, the spring on this one is very, like, I don't know, it's just like unwinding or something. I don't know, coming undone, you know what I mean? So I gotta be careful when I put that back on there. But now let's remove the iMac from this one. Okay, so here's the iMac on the other one, and one thing to point out is I don't remember exactly what the pull-up, the size is for the eye chips, but as you can see, there's a small gap here, and a lot of the eye chips do have this issue, and it drives some people crazy. I don't mind it at all as long as you place it in the right, you know, like in the right place right here. You know, when you take pictures, you can hardly tell that tiny gap. But I just wanted to point out, you know, the sizes of the eye chips. I don't remember if it's 13 millimeters or something like that. I don't know. So here, once again, I'm gonna try to remove this one. And I think this one, I'm pretty sure there was like a sticky back to it. Hopefully it will be, it looks like this is already coming off. See? Hopefully I got that on camera. So this one already came off. There was a little bit of glue in it. Let's try the other one. So as I showed you guys before, you want to put, you know, the small tool, that whatever you're using there, and just kind of slightly push it. Hopefully I'm getting it. Here we go. Let's try down here. Sorry guys, I want to try to get it on camera for you guys, but this one's a little bit awkward. So let's see. Here we go. See? Just pushed it just slightly and it's already coming off. So here we go. This one came off easy. I don't know why the other one is stuck in there so well. So this is what it looks like now without the eye chips. So now I'm going to choose which eye chips I want for this. Okay, and before you close your iMac, you know, you want to make sure that you like the color. So, you know, I still have her plate open. I didn't put it in or anything. I'm just kind of just holding it with my hand. You know, I want to see if it looks good, and you want to maybe put the wig on to see if it matches well. I think she looks pretty actually with this. So I think I'm going to go ahead and swap out the iMacs on these. Let me see the color on the other one to see which one, which color I like for the other doll. Okay, so here is the first one. Wow, they look really good once you put them on the doll. That's really cool. And as I mentioned to you, see there's a tiny little gap there. So, you know, when you're actually putting glue on this, you want to make sure you place it just right so that, you know, the gap is not too visible. So let me try the gold ones now. So here are the gold ones. They're really beautiful as well. I love the gold with the mocha skin tone, but I just don't know if it's gonna match with the gray wig. And I feel like that wig is the wig that I want her to have. So I might just go with the silvery bluish ones that I got. Okay, so as I mentioned before, you know, you just want to put a little bit of glue around here, and then, you know, just Elmer's glue, like just the regular school Elmer's glue. Just put it around in here, this round part, and just place your eye chip, you know, where you want it to be. And once you have done this, you just close, put it all back together. So I will show you guys what they look like at the end of the video, but I won't show you, you know, me placing the eye chips. The only thing is, also once you do put the eye chips in, maybe just give it a few minutes for the glue to dry before placing it on the doll. But yeah, guys, so let's do this and then I'll show you what they look like at the end. Alright guys, so I did put the eye chips and I closed everything here on her head. I just wanted to show you before I put her wig on. So this is what I was talking about when I switched out the iMacs, even though ultimately I decided to try and remove the other ones. So I did change the eye chips to the gold ones. And I was able to actually remove them without damaging them, even though I had to use a lot of force to do it. But yeah, but since I already had put glue on this one, I just didn't want to remove it again. So for now, you know, her wink bar mech here is gonna be a lighter color, but that's okay because her wig is going to cover this. So now I'll put the eye chips on the other doll and I'll show you guys what they look like with their wigs and everything. Alright guys, so now that I put the dolls back together, here is my mocha girl. This is what she looks like now. These eye chips are so much prettier once you put on the doll. Like, they didn't have this special effect when you first look at them, but when you put them on the doll, it just gives the doll a whole new personality. So hopefully I'll get, you know, the face up on this doll redone and it will match, the colors will match better with her current color scheme. But yeah, so this is the mocha one and this is my other one with the gold. And I'm currently obsessed with gold eye chips. Like, when I finish recording this, I'm gonna go on Doll Angel's Etsy shop and I'm gonna get 2 more of these because they're just so beautiful. And I do have a couple of mocha customs that need to be done, and so I definitely want to have them in gold eyes. These are gorgeous. So anyway guys, that was my somewhat of a tutorial, I guess. I hope you guys I hope it helps you guys if you're new to kind of slightly customizing these dolls. Let me know if you have any questions down below in the comment section, and thank you so much for watching and I'll see you next time. Ciao!